Yes, the title is true. Last season, I was able to hit Unreal, and on top of that, I was one of the first 750 people in the world to do it. According to Osiron_GG on Twitter, this is how the rank distribution of Fortnite players looks. And that makes me a top 0.04% Fortnite player. Besides all that, you're probably wondering, A, how does a top 0.04% player fight? And B, he's on mobile? Getting to what you probably clicked for, I'm gonna be talking y'all through how I fight in ranked as a top 0.04% player, while giving tips on fighting and how to rank up faster. Let's start this off with one of my off spawns from recent. I see this guy gliding 30 seconds after I've already landed, so A, he's gonna have no loot, and B, he's landing in the middle of nowhere, that house over there. I am full HP and shield and pretty solid on mats and heals, so what do? I shockwave directly on him in 50-50. In other words, if you have a HP advantage, mat advantage, or loot advantage, fight the person contesting you or the person that landed near you. You will win 99% of the time, especially in ranked. I then rotate to Frenzy. Why do I rotate to Frenzy? Because it's a POI. In POIs, there are usually a lot of players, so if you're looking for a fight, land near a POI so you don't get a scuffed off spawn, and then fight in that POI for free third parties and eliminations. Since the suppressed sniper can one-shot headshot people, I sometimes use it for easy eliminations. Here, I'm scouting a fight that's already going on, then I somewhat see a visual indicator on the left, so I know there is somebody on the left side of me. Luckily, I turn that way, they're standing still, and headshot snipe. Use your visual indicators to your advantage, especially with snipers, a weapon that can one-shot kill. Now, for the rocket ram, the most broken weapon in the game, easily. This is how I use it. I see two players fighting, so I land directly on their engagement. Since this is off spawn, neither of these players likely have a lot of mats, so 2 free eliminations for me. If you want free eliminations, land somewhere uncontested and farm fast and loot fast. I got these 4 eliminations with ease because I pretty much outlooted and outmaterialed everyone. Another tip I have for anybody trying to get better at fighting, change the direction you're attacking from a lot. I will say this is a little advanced. I do it in this off spawn fight. I get out of the car, see him building up. I know he's going to build up to the right, so I go for a side jump shot and hit him 70. After that, I'm on mobile, so I combat SMG in 50-50 because I have the HP advantage. Go for side peek shots often if you can, as they are an easy way to do uncontested damage. But in order to change movement and where you attack from on the enemy, you have to know where the enemy is, which I try to do in this fight. I see this player on the metal ramp and I land directly near him. Since I've yet to do damage to him, I know he'll try to play for height and I'm able to full box him off that guess. I hit him 73 right there. Due to my HP advantage, this forces him to box fight. I then jump on his wall, which he edits on. If someone edits their wall, it is low HP and easier to take. Quick tip. I take it here and try to place a cone. I can't, but it forces him out of the box. Due to the significant HP advantage, it's eventually just a free kill. Here's a fight where I almost throw the bag completely and somehow get it back. Since I would have to waste a lot of mats to get up to this guy, I just play low ground to make him come to me. He eventually does, and I peek, but he immediately humbles me with a sawtooth shotgun shot. Since he's going on my walls, I box fight him and go for a right hand peek where he can't hit me. Right here, I'm able to get it. Watch this. When you're low HP and on the defensive, go for protected peeks where your opponent cannot trade you. This gives me time to heal, and knowing I have no more heals than that, I have to play aggressive. Try to play for a safe peek, but eventually end up 50-50ing. Do not do this if you don't have to. This was a dumb play, on low HP especially. He hits me hard, but luckily I'm able to hit him back when he mantles up. At this point, we are the same HP, both very low, so I make the aggressive play, basically a bailout play, of rocket ramming through him. He does the same thing, and I know he's going to try to land on me for the instant kill, so I swerve out of the way. and beam him as soon as he lands for the easy, but not really easy, elimination. Here's another fight which I honestly threw and didn't deserve to win, but due to good off-spawn fundamentals, farming the mats, and defense, I was able to clutch. This guy beams me before I even see him, so I go for a hip-fire SMG shot and hit him twice. He shockwaves to height, and I'm lucky he didn't beam me here. I should have blocked my top. I drop down below to try to zipline and break his builds and go for a shot, but unfortunately the zipline is too far away from his builds. I do it successfully, but to which he shockwaves again, and I unsuccessfully block my top and 1 HP. When you get hit, also box up. I don't know why I'm building up here. This was really dumb. I see the player stopped retaking, likely because he's ran out of mats, and as soon as I heal, I know I have no other option but to try to fight him right here. I reset the wall so he cannot trade on me and continue to try to spray him from that angle. I hit him 30 white and know I need to aggress him fast. In this situation, you should drop down. If I dropped down, I probably would have eliminated him light speed, but instead I opt to stay on height. He tries to retake up, which I counter with a cone, to which I reset my cone and hit him 49. After this, I know I need to 50-50 as I don't have a lot of mats and try to just get in his box. He builds up, but luckily for me, not too much avail and falls, giving me the easy elimination. Man, if this fight tells you anything, mats can literally win or lose you engagements, as this guy somehow lost because of that. And in my humble opinion, the combat SMG is by far the best gun for box fighting. If you're not using it, what are you doing? This fight took like 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna show the end of it. I know this guy is in the bush as there's no other realistic spot he can be. I drop down, and just like I said, there he is. Being I'm 79, I know I have a severe HP advantage and play straight for height. This is the right move, and he boxes up, to which I double edit onto him. I quickly peek him for 30 damage and then do a bait shot to make him shoot and get the easy elimination. If you don't already use them, implement bait shots into your gameplay. It's an easy way for the opponent to get caught off guard and can lead to extremely free damage, as it did here. I understand you may prefer duos over solos, and that's completely understandable, so here's some fighting tips from me playing in duos. Here, I get bountied and it immediately turns orange. I know a bounty board is in the POI below me, so I mark it to let my teammate know where the opponents could be coming from. Eventually, they drive up to us to fight us in a car, and this gives us really easy beams because we landed on height. Unfortunately, the comms are inaudible here, but my partner has hit this guy 70 white, so I start pressuring the living crap out of him. This forces the player to shockwave backwards, and eventually this becomes an easy elimination for me. Unfortunately, my teammate dies right here, so it's 1v1. Based on how this guy's playing, he probably doesn't have a lot of mats, if siphon mats at all, so I'll just go for the 50-50. Which, I'm being honest, was not the best play. I definitely should have built. If you have a mat advantage on your opponent, build and get a good peek. Here's another fight that, if I'm not gonna lie, came out pretty lucky. Due to bugged visual audio, this guy beams me and hits me for a decent amount of damage. I turn around and hit the craziest snipe of my life. Just like this, the fight is a 2v1. If you get in a 2v1 yourself, pressure. Spray the enemy with SMGs, smack on their walls, get separate angles, do everything you can to make the opponent nervous so they make a misplay. I do this here, shockwaving to freak out the opponent while Zerka sprays. The opponent backs out and tries to build up, and consistently, as I said earlier, a crucial element of a lot of fights is simply tracking the opponent. Watch how I keep my crosshair on him pretty much the whole time. I track him as he runs around the builds, and I get a free elimination. Here, I see the visual indicator for an opponent driving near us in a car, so me and Preacher go for a split beam. Unfortunately, they realize this and they double Preacher, so I try to get over to him as fast as they can. If your teammate is getting doubled, do everything you can to fight the other player and stop the double. Unfortunately, I drone off and kind of just sit here. Don't do this. Run to your teammate, and it gets him eliminated. L teammate. It allows me to get one elimination, though, as the combat SMG, as I said earlier, is one of the most broken guns, and then it's a 1v1. Psych, it's not a 1v1. There's another team to the side of me for some reason. Knowing this, I put all my energy onto the solo, knowing he's going to be playing panicked. and it should be an easy elimination, which it is. Bam. If you take anything from that, use the combat SMG. All I gotta say. Duos is a team game mode, so remember, your teammate is there to help you out. Watch this. The situation is currently a 1v2, so I'll try to play it safe. Preacher knows I'm fighting, so he gets over here as fast as possible while applying pressure. Since I don't have a lot of ammo, I make sure all my weapons are reloaded to maximum capacity. All the ammo is in there, then I run to the right to reposition. This sets up a flank for Preacher, so he can beam them from the left and I beam them from the right. I get one elimination, but immediately after, the other guy realizes he doesn't have a lot of options and pushes me. This is why having a second teammate is important. Preacher plays from the other side and is able to eliminate him. Learn to set up pinches and angles with your teammates and you'll grow exponentially as a player and have an advantage over your opponents. Now, how do you clutch up 1v2s? Preacher dies early in this game, so it's all up to me. I see a fight starting right in front of me, so I back up and wait for one player to get isolated so I can get a free elimination. When in 1v2s, play to isolate the players. Try to make it to where you're only fighting one at a time. So because of this, the other player jumps on me and it is eventually just a normal box fight. Since I do not have a lot of mats, I sit on low ground, which leads to him jumping on my wall. Right when he does this, I go for a right hand peek and I'm able to chip him for 30 damage. Knowing he's low, I go up and play for height and try to intimidate him basically. When you build up, do it in a protected manner, as you see I do with this double edit. Eventually, I'm able to get the opponent to jump off, to which I tag him 40 and he's on the run. And our third teammate, the business turret, gets it done. Isolate your opponents, trust me. And that is all I got for my inaugural walkthrough and tips and tricks video. If you like this video and want more types of videos like these, let me know in the comments below. Since this is my first time, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of mid, but I will get better with my explanations and walkthrough as these videos go on. I will be aiming to release these videos every Friday, so every Friday, be on the lookout for some ranked walkthroughs. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. Much love for all of y'all, the Persup community, the goats, and peace.